IFA is a super chill vet from Natlan's legendary Flower Feather clan. These guys are known for basically living in the sky, like actual sky knights, riding rainbows and catching clouds. But IFA, he's a bit different. His eyes are always on the ground, looking for trouble. He makes these super dramatic entrances, dropping from the sky with his gun ready, so most people initially think he's some kind of elite soldier. But then they spot his medical kit and the round, feathered creature by his side, that's his assistant, Cacucu, and realize he's a doctor. But IFA usually zips right past any injured humans, heading straight for any saurians in need. Saurians are like Natlan's cool, Dino-like creatures. Only after all the saurians are patched up does he tend to the people. Over time, everyone in Natlan got used to this, and they just wave and say, "Hey IFA," and he always shouts back with a smile, "Right back atcha, bro." IFA's known for being quick and efficient, and he's always happy to join in on whatever he's invited to. He's got a super casual vibe, often using slang like bro and dude. This laid-back way of talking has even rubbed off on his saurian companion, Cacucu, who learned to speak by imitating IFA. So, you'll hear Cacucu chirping out phrases like, "No way, bro." It's pretty funny. This chill attitude extends to IFA's outlook on life. He doesn't really believe that most people live with some huge, special purpose or grand calling, which makes him different from his more intense friend, Auroron. For IFA, just helping everyone be happy is a good enough goal. Being a vet, especially for creatures who can't tell you what's wrong, is tough. IFA compares it to running a kindergarten. You can't always control the little ones, especially when they're in pain from wounds or medicine. He understands that pain is a natural alarm system for all living things. He also sees sorrows and partings as reminders that life keeps moving forward, and everyone, human or saurian, grows up and grows old. For IFA, dealing with this is just part of the job, the price of his profession. But what he gets in return, the love and gratitude from humans and animals, and the friendships he makes it all worthwhile. As long as joy can wipe away helplessness, his fight feels worth it. IFA comes from a large family renowned for their veterinary skills, but not many actually became vets. So, it wasn't like he had to follow that path. In fact, when he was younger, studying medicine was a real struggle. He found the books boring, and the words just wouldn't stick. He even thought, "I don't have to become a vet, do I?" But things changed. His parents, who were also vets, were affected by the abyss after their frequent visits to battlefields, and their health suffered. As a young IFA saw them struggling, the thought came back, more worried this time. "Don't have to become a vet, do I?" Sadly, his parents passed away before he was fully grown. After their funeral, a 17-year-old IFA felt lost. But in the end, he did become a vet. Maybe it was tradition, or habit, but he became known for his amazing skills, gentle temper, and strong sense of responsibility. The hard work actually helped him get through that difficult time. IFA has a rule. No taking in animals long-term, because he knows he'd end up with a zoo. But Cacucu is the one big exception. IFA has a bunch of excuses for keeping the little Qucusaur around. He's small, he's round, he talks but doesn't always make sense, too dangerous to leave him alone. But his friend Auroron says IFA's just too soft and Cacucu is taking advantage of him. The truth is, Cacucu and Auroron actually schemed together to get IFA to adopt him. Cacucu wanted to be IFA's assistant, and they tricked IFA into thinking Cacucu was causing trouble in Auroron's fields. But there's an even older story IFA doesn't remember. IFA actually saved Cacucu's mother when Cacucu was still in his egg. When Cacucu hatched, IFA was the first person he saw. After his mother passed, Cacucu decided to follow IFA, hoping to one day repay the kindness. He even plays dumb so IFA doesn't feel guilty about his past. IFA considers himself pretty athletic and loves to explore. He's visited all the different tribes in Natlan. He met the skilled blacksmith Xilanen from the Children of Echoes, who eagerly designed medical equipment for him. With the scions of the canopy, he felt right at home, scaling cliffs, though he missed meeting the legendary saurian hunter, who he'd later meet when a jaw needed treatment. He even tried surfing with Moalani of the People of the Springs and got 3rd place on his first try. The collective of Plenty had amazing fruit, but everyone there wanted to arm wrestle him. He politely declined, saying he needed his hands for medicine. And his visit to the mysterious masters of the night wind involved a comical chase until he accidentally got caught in a granny grandson spat. Through all these adventures, IFA made lots of bros across Natlan. IFA received his Anemo vision in a pretty dramatic way. One day, his clinic didn't open. Turns out, IFA was down with a sudden high fever. But even while super sick, when someone rushed in saying Qucusaurs were injured in an abyssal attack, IFA, mumbling, "It's cool, bro," went straight to the front lines. After the crisis, he collapsed and slept for a whole day. When he woke up, drenched in sweat, he found his vision beside him. He didn't think he'd done anything special, just his usual routine, even while sick. But others saw it as a reward for his selfless work or his spirit of sacrifice. A kid even wisely said maybe the gods were reminding him to rely on his companions. IFA just figured maybe the cool breeze of Anemo was a fix for his fever. He doesn't use his vision much, except when Cacucu insists on flying higher and higher, then it's pretty handy.